Oh, as we have studied in one of the previous videos that whenever a current is passed through the circuit, passed through the resistor, a heat is generated, or we can say heat is dissipated in the resistor, and that happens because of the collision of free flowing electrons. So we can again write this, we can make this a part of a circuit in which a resistor R is connected and a current I is flowing from point A to point B, or terminal A to terminal B of the circuit. Now when current I is flowing, then the potential drop across this resistor will be equal to the potential difference between A and B, or we can say that VA minus VB will be equal to IR. Now if a charge is passed through, or we can say, I can write it here, if a charge say Q is passed through resistor R, then work required to pass this charge, to pass charge Q, will be given as W equals to Q into the potential difference, which is VA minus VB. This formula we done in one of the previous videos. So in this case, Q will be equal to W will be equal to Q into IR joules. So because the work has to be done to keep on passing the current, so that work done will be equal to this value QIR. Now this W, this work is dissipated in the form of heat. So whenever this current will pass through it, a heat will be generated and it will be dissipated in the form of heat. Now per unit time, if we calculate its per unit time, then we can write that work done in maintaining this current, maintaining current I in resistor R, per unit time, this work done will be given as P equals to, since we are this will be equal to QIR, but since we are calculating per unit time, so we can write it like this, Q by T, and we know that Q by T equals to I, so it will become I into IR, or power will be equal to I square R. So it is per unit time, so it is joules and per unit time, or watt. So this work is done by the source. This work is not done by the resistor. The heat is generated on the resistor, but the work done which is getting converted into this heat, that work done is done by the battery which is connected with this part. Now two conditions arise here. One condition is this I is constant throughout. That means the value of current in the circuit is maintained. So we can write it like this, that if I is constant, then total heat produced in R in time t equals to 0 to time t equals to capital T will be given as H equals to I square R, which is multiplied by the time. So this will be equal to I square RT joules. So this condition comes when the when the value of I is constant, when I is not changing in the circuit. But if I is changing, that is if I is variable and it is changing with time, so we can say that it is a function of time, then heat produced will be given by the integration of I square R, and instead of t, because it is a function of time, we will write here dt, and the range of this dt will be from 0 to t, because we are taking time from t equals to 0, so to t equals to t. So throughout this duration when time goes from 0 to t, we can sum or we can integrate the value of power, value of heat produced. So in this case, it can also be written as p dt. So we have to keep in mind that in case of constant current, the value of power dissipated or heat generated will be given as I square RT, while in the case of variable current, it will be given as integration of I square RT. So we have to keep this in mind.